News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
For everything going on this weekend, keep in mind the temperatures will be upper 70s to around 80, kind of mild throughout most of the day. Breezes will be light unless you're near a thunderstorm. And here I'll look at some of your current temperatures for this evening just to show you that you can see Boise's just above 70 degrees. And then in mountain locations, temperatures are in the 50s. I expect highs to be getting somewhere into the 60s for most mountain locations. For today, you see Stanley had 62 degrees for McCall. You look at Haley, it was up to 70 today, almost as warm as some of the valley areas. 72 degrees for Twin Falls. That's because of all the thunderstorms. 78 degrees in Boise, but Ontario today had the high temperature of 83 degrees. So let's take a look at this. Most of the mountains will have a chance of a thunderstorm each day. Likely toward afternoon, but you could even see it in the morning. And some of those storms, especially in the mountains, could come down with some heavy rain. Watch for lightning. Protect yourself on this. 62 for Saturday, Sunday 69. You can see 71 degrees here. Now we're going to talk about the amount of rain that we received today. Nothing really so far here in the valley. You didn't see any, did you? But if you come out here to Mountain Home, they had some, and you can see that it's been about 1/3 of an inch of rain in Twin Falls with all of the thunderstorms. Those thunderstorms moved north. There's a 1/2 inch of rain in the Stanley area. And this is just to give you an idea. I'll show you what to look for here as we look ahead to the weekend. This is going to go all the way through Sunday. This is this evening. You see how these thunderstorms, they're developing by the heat of the day. So when you look at it this evening, it clears out. And then by tomorrow, there it is, tomorrow afternoon. Not that everyone's going to see a thunderstorm. And at the west end of the valley, we've been fortunate not to see as many of those. But then here's Sunday afternoon. Heat of the day does it again. Now let's go on into Monday. As you look at Monday, clears up, but in the afternoon, it stops about 1 o'clock, but it's starting to develop again. So watch for those afternoon thunderstorms. Some of them could be strong, gusty winds and some pretty good-sized storms from time to time, especially east of Boise. So when you look at tomorrow, your temperatures will be in the lower 70s. And here in the central mountains, most temperatures will be in the mid-60s. That's pretty well true for the western mountains. Long Valley, temperatures will be in the lower 60s tomorrow. Still a chance of some showers, hit and miss. Here, isolated at best, and temperatures will be in the 70s. And as you look at tomorrow, Boise will be around 77 degrees. Later this evening, there could be a slight chance of a storm that makes it through the valley right here in Boise, but we don't have much. As you look at the 7-day forecast, here is your chances. As you can see, they're very low. They're around 10 to 20%, meaning that we really don't expect a whole lot. And when you look at the temperatures, they're on the rise there, as you can see, getting into the 80s to the lower 80s. But because of this unsettled weather, I showed you the map a little while ago that was showing that we're going to be seeing these thunderstorms at least through Monday. But, you know, as you look at the 7-day forecast, we're going to be seeing these storms continuing even into next week and likely closer to the end of next week. These are just off and on. We haven't had much of this. You know, most of the storms are to the east of us, but we'll have quite a report for you probably each night.
Okay, and I saw some 80s out there, so it's still kind of hot.
Getting there, okay,
right?
And so outdoor games, you know, things that you want to do. I think it's not a bad weekend. It's just that now and then watch for the thunderstorm, okay?